Luxonians. There's a moment in your journey where something inside you clicks, and you finally understand why abundance hasn't been flowing the way you always wanted it to. It's not because you're not manifesting hard enough. It's not because you're not visualizing enough. It's not because you're not spiritual enough, or focused enough, or consistent enough. The real reason abundance feels blocked is because you're holding on too tightly, and the universe cannot deliver. To a clenched fist, abundance flows the moment you let go. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up. Letting go doesn't mean you stop wanting. Letting go means you finally stop strangling the outcome with fear. Letting go means releasing the emotional tension that has been suffocating your manifestations. Because your desires aren't blocked by lack of belief. They're blocked by the vibration of desperation, that tightness, that urgency, that feeling of it has to happen, that pressure you put on yourself, that constant checking to see if anything has changed. All of that is resistance. Resistance is static in the signal. It distorts the frequency you're trying to send out. You say you want abundance, but the vibration behind your desire is screaming fear, and the universe responds. Not to your words, but to your emotional state. When you want something, because you're afraid of not having it, you're manifesting from scarcity. But when you want something, from a state of trust, you're manifesting from abundance. Letting go is the shift from scarcity to abundance. Letting go is the moment you stop panicking about how it will happen and start trusting that it is happening. Your nervous system knows the difference. Your energy knows the difference, and the universe responds accordingly. You cannot manifest abundance from the frequency of fear. You manifest abundance from the frequency of certainty, and certainty is born out of letting go. Think about the times in your life when something finally showed up. After you stopped obsessing, the relationship that came when you stopped searching, the money that appeared when you stopped stressing, the opportunity that opened when you stopped forcing, the clarity that arrived when you stopped overthinking. It always happens this way. Because when you stop clinging, you stop blocking the flow. Let me give you a real example. A person shared online that they tried manifesting a new job for months. They journaled, they visualized, they meditated, they applied everywhere. Nothing moved. And then one night they said, "You know what? I can't stress about this anymore. If it comes, it comes." That moment was letting go. 2 days later, an email arrived from a company they forgot they had applied to. Interview, offer, salary higher than expected. Not because the universe was waiting to test them, but because their attachment was blocking the flow. Letting go. Remove the block, letting go. Open the channel, letting go. Shifted their identity from the person trying to manifest to the person ready to receive. And that shift is everything. The real secret to manifestation is that you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And letting go is what turns you into the version of you who is capable of receiving exactly what you've asked for. Because right now, the version of you clinging and obsessing, stressing, checking and overthinking, worrying, that version of you is not the version who receives abundance. Abundance flows to the version of you who feels safe without it, who feels grounded, who feels secure, who feels worthy, who feels certain that life is working for you. Letting go is the emotional behavior of someone who already has what they want. Think about that. If you already had the money, you wouldn't be stressing. If you already had the relationship, you wouldn't be overthinking. If you already had the opportunity, you wouldn't be panicking about timing. The version of you who already has the thing is calm, grounded, centered, clear, aligned, at ease. Letting go is stepping into that state before the manifestation shows up. That's what draws it to you faster. Because energy matches energy. Your outer world cannot deliver something your inner world is rejecting through fear. When you let go, your inner world finally says, "I trust, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm aligned, I'm receptive, I'm safe to receive." And the universe says, finally. Letting go isn't passive, it's powerful. It's choosing to trust instead of panic. It's choosing identity over fear. It's choosing alignment over obsession. It's choosing flow over force. Force pushes abundance away. Flow pulls abundance in. When you force, you're acting from scarcity. When you flow, you're acting from abundance. And acting from abundance is how you become abundant. Let's talk about identity. If you're still attached, it's because a part of your identity doesn't believe you can have what you want. A part of you is still afraid. A part of you still doubts. A part of you still feels unworthy. Letting go is not about releasing the desire. It's about releasing the version of you who doesn't feel worthy of receiving it. Letting go is shedding the old identity that was built on fear and stepping into the identity built on trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in the universe, trust in your own power, trust in your ability to receive. When you let go, you're saying, I no longer chase, I attract, I no longer need, I embody, I no longer fear, I trust. And that shift transforms everything. Letting go also means releasing the timeline. This is where most people get stuck. They think if it doesn't happen fast, it's not happening. But that belief creates panic, and panic creates resistance. Your timeline is almost never the universe's timeline, and thank God for that. Because if you received everything you wanted, the moment you asked for it, your life would collapse. And under the weight of your own lack of readiness, the universe delays, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Letting go of the timeline is trusting that the universe is arranging the perfect alignment, the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, the perfect path. The timing is not your job. The how is not your job. The mechanics are not your job. Your job is alignment. Your job is identity. Your job is trust. Your job is staying open, not staying stressed. And when you stay open, abundance arrives in ways you couldn't even predict. Letting go is creating the space for something better than what you were trying to force. Let me paint this clearly. You do not manifest. By gripping harder, you manifest. By opening wider, you do not manifest. By controlling the universe, you manifest. By aligning with the universe, you do not manifest. By trying to make it happen, you manifest. By becoming the version of you for whom it naturally happens. Letting go is the identity shift that activates abundance. Because when you let go, your energy rises. Your intuition sharpens, your nervous system relaxes, your self-worth expands, your frequency elevates, your desires accelerate. Everything you want is already aligned with a version of you who exists right now in potential form. Letting go is how you merge with that version. You stop being the person who is trying to manifest something, and you become the person who naturally receives it. This is why letting go is the final step before your breakthrough. The moment you stop gripping, the moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop panicking, the moment you stop forcing, that is the moment you step into the identity of someone who already has it. And manifestation is simply reality catching up to your new identity. So breathe, relax your shoulders, drop the tension, stop gripping so tightly. You're not losing anything. By letting go, you're finally allowing it. You're finally opening the space for abundance to land. You're finally becoming the version of you who can hold what you've asked for. Let go. Trust deeper, align higher, open wider, receive fully. Because this is how you allow abundance. Welcome to Luxona, where millionaires are made.